I say the Beyonce effect all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You as an entrepreneur, you as a business owner, you are not Beyonce. You cannot just post a picture on Instagram and say, here it is, and have everybody go buy it.
Mm-hmm.
She can do that.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't always been able to do that. She had to build a brand up to a point to where it's here, let's drop an IG post on these. Hey, yo, everybody has a six-figure goal, but they're only thinking of 100 racks, not realizing that six figures goes all the way up to 900K. And I was able to do that with just one digital product in my business. But it's not about how much came in. It's about how much that I missed out on because of information that I did not have. And I don't want you to go through the same thing in your entrepreneurial journey. So I'm hosting a completely free masterclass this upcoming Thursday, teaching how you can take your own IP, your own intellectual property, knowledge and information that you already have, create digital products and digital assets with it. Not only that, but I'm going to teach you the entire framework and system. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money so you don't have to go through the same pitfalls that I had to go through along the way. So go ahead, click the link, and join the masterclass. It is completely free, but spots are limited, so take advantage now. I'll see you on Thursday. Welcome to another episode of It's Credit at the Top. I'm your host, AstenCeo. Got the voice of God.
Hey, peace and blessings, beautiful people. Yeah.
Shout out to Kentucky too, man.
KY.
Lexington, to be exact. 859.
Hey, 2 keys, 10 roof. Come on now. I know about it. Huh? Horses.
Gotta get you there when it's not cold though.
Yeah, and my fingers not turning into popsicles.
Hey, and take you back, my friend. I gotta hit up Mr. Don, Mr. Robinson.
Yeah, bro.
I got friends of all walks of life, man.
The Don. Yeah, he was cool. He was super cool.
Mr. Robinson probably, how old you think he is? How old you think he look?
He looks like he about 77. He probably 63.
I was gonna say late 70s. Nah, he's not that young.
Mm.
My pops used to work out there. That's the connection.
Mm.
So if y'all know what we talking about, there's this old white dude that I'm cool with. Don Robinson, good guy. He owns a horse farm, Kentucky. If y'all never been to Kentucky, if y'all never been to Lexington, Kentucky, that's where I'm from. That's my hometown, horse capital of the world,
Mm-hmm.
literally. Yeah, like horse capital of the world. Like people like the sheiks over in the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
They'll buy horses from Lexington.
Yeah.
Queen of England, she'll get a horse from Lexington.
Mm-hmm. I want to go
I
to
just
the
saw
Derby.
something. I just saw something on I saw something recently, some within the past couple months, some post on Instagram. It was like a horse auction. And the horse, it was like, all right, let's start off at 1 million, 10 million dollars, 12
Mm.
million, then
Mm-hmm.
running 14, 15. Like that auction was in Lexington.
Mm.
I saw his post, it was going viral. I'm like, everybody like, man, what the? I'm like, that's,
Right, it's regular.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then jobs like that, when my pop said, like, that's why I got that connection. Cause if you got black men that got a little checkered past or something, you can go out on a horse farm, you can be some labor.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how my pops know the family.
Mm. Is the Derby like invite only, or can you get in there but it's just expensive like the Super Bowl?
You can get in there.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been. Derby's in Louisville though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Derby's at Churchill Downs. That's why Jack Harlow got the song with Drake, Churchill
Yeah,
Downs.
yeah, yeah. I knew the name. I just didn't know where it was. I don't even be watching horse races like that, but it's just an event and people like going
That's
to
why I
it.
said next time you come to my city, you gotta go when it's warm outside. Take you to Keeneland.
Mm.
Keeneland's your type of vibe too.
What is it?
Horse races.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bro. Let me
But when I
know.
say your type of vibe, when I say your type of vibe, I'm meaning like where you can put on what you like to put on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cause everybody in there, they gonna have on hard bottom shoes,
Yeah.
blazers,
Mm-hmm.
slacks,
Yeah,
hats,
I can get
ties.
loose and not stand
Yeah,
out.
yeah, I be in there looking like this.
Yeah, yeah, you gonna be in there. Hey, but nah, bro, but it's funny because I respect it, man. I respect it, bro.
First time I ever went to Keeneland, bro, I was. Did I go when I was 14 or 15? Now I think first time I went was 16. So when you come in my city airport, the horse park Keeneland's like around there where you landed. My high school is down the road, down the same road that the airport is down. My first high school called Paul Lawrence Dunbar.
Mm-hmm.
Kids would skip school when Keeneland opened and go to Keeneland. I never went though because I'm like, whatever. I'm 16. I go to a different school. We skip school for whatever the reason. Me and my homie Beto. Shout out to Beto. I
Mm-hmm.
wonder what Beto doing. I ain't seen Beto since high school.
Beto.
Probably since we walked the stage. Yeah, Beto. Real name Eric.
Mm. Okay. All right.
Shout out to Eric Beatty, man. I hope you living a great life, man.
Oh, okay, so I get it now. You brought in the last name, so now I get it.
I don't know where the conversation came in, but Beto was my homie. Especially like I had like I think I was a little like I had school friends and I had like real friends.
Yeah.
I never had the experience at school to have my friends be at school
Mm.
like my entire life.
That's all I know.
But you went to I never went to my school district school
Right.
either. So if I got neighborhood friends, we don't go to the same school
Man.
from kindergarten.
Yeah, that's tough. So y'all would just link up on the weekends?
Well, my real friends.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I lived there. Like you a kid, and I'm outside,
Oh,
so I
see.
just see everybody when school's out and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when I went to middle school, I went to a magnet school. There was no. That was the only time that I went. There was no school district at my middle school,
Mm.
so that was the only time that we didn't have to like doctor up fake addresses
Mm-hmm.
and make make utility bills look like it says a different address on it and stuff
Mm-hmm.
because I had to prove that I lived at all these different houses. Have some family friends say that, can we use your address to say he live here? Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm going to that high school, it was somebody that me and my mama didn't know. It was some lady that my daddy said he knew. Yeah, you say he live here on Waverly Drive. Waverly Drive on the west side in St. Martin Village. I got homies live out. My homies live out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
They seem, man, we. And my mama was one paranoid people. Don't let nobody know where he live. Where he live? Like somehow somebody found out something said Waverly Drive. And like, I ain't never seen him out west. Like, you don't live out nowhere.
The drop. The jig is up.
But but nah, but Don, Don, one thing I remember I asked him, I was like, yo, how do you get this? Because you seen how much like land
Mhm.
he owns. And when we went over there to Holland, it was wintertime. So he only had female horses
Mhm.
and the babies were there.
Mhm.
A lot of the ones that really be racing, they was down in Florida training.
Mhm.
So he didn't have, or he had like the retired ones that whatever. But people will pay just the like that's how horse farms are. So you have all these people they house the horses like
Mhm.
rent. And I was like, yo, how do you get? Because I remember as a kid, I'd be like, yo, how do you get? How you own a horse farm? And I realized when I was talking to last time we was there when I was talking to Don, I was like, oh, I could never own a horse farm.
Mhm.
Like I could never own a horse farm. Like that's a dream I just need to just
Just let it go. LIG.
yeah, shut down. Yeah. Cause off of maybe 7 seconds, he told me why I could never own one. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
Mr. Don, man, how did you get into horses? Like, how'd you get into owning this horse farm? Well,
Mhm.
my great granddaddy owned it, and then he left it to my great granddaddy, and he left it
Mhm.
to my granddaddy, and he left it to my daddy, and he left it to me. So
Mhm.
I kind of just born up into it. I was like, oh, I ain't never getting one.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's old. That's old money. That's old wealth.
Mhm.
That's generational wealth. I'm like, all these horse farms just like that.
Mhm.
And they not selling them because, like, for what? They own the land. They not
Right.
paying. They not paying on that. You think all them generations he paying on that land?
Yeah, that is it's a wrap. It's paid for. Mhm.
Don't even got no crazy house on it. Like
I know. Modest.
all the land in the world. But why? Because it's paid for. You want to
Mhm.
build a house, you don't have to pay for that house.
Mhm. Yeah, that's the generational wealth that we be talking about we want, but it ain't real because we would have sold that the first generation.
You would have had somebody that don't want nothing to do with horses be like, man, I don't want
I
that.
don't want no horses. Horses.
They stink.
Yeah, like who gonna clean that shit up? You like that? It's like, yup.
That's what threw me off when I got to the that's what threw me off when I got to the deep south. Like
Oh yeah, seeing the horses like in the
seeing
street.
yeah, I'm accustomed to seeing a different type of horse. We got thoroughbreds.
Oh
We got
yeah,
champions.
we got
I
breads.
I get the I got to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Boy,
Yeah.
I saw a dude on the first horse I saw. He was in a drive-through at McDonald's, and it was skinny.
Yeah.
I was like, "What is this?" Next horse I saw, it was tied to a bulldozer on the side of the highway.
You over there like
And then
you just culture shock. Like, hey, what's happening?
and it was skinny. And the next one I saw, because I remember this because I saw the two on the way to they took us to some other gym, like a rec center somewhere.
hmm
So there was like a bulldozer on the side of the how like on the way to the place. And then once we like got off or was going whatever, it was like a horse was tied to a tree in somebody's front yard. I said, oh, they treat horses like dogs out here.
Yeah, yeah, straight up. Dogs you can ride.
Then I got to Houston. I was like, oh, so this ain't just a boot thing. But then I'm thinking too, so many Louisiana people's in Houston, but still Texas country,
hmm
cowboy boots, hats.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it makes sense they got horses, but they horses at Jack in the Box drive-throughs, McDonald's drive-throughs, gas stations.
Walking the street. Yeah. It's a real thing. And it's funny, like I grew up with that. So I never thought anything of it until one day somebody was like, "Man, y'all country down there, bro." I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" It's like, "Bro, y'all got horses in the street." I was like, "Oh yeah, we do. we do. we do. Yeah, you're right. We are a little country,
I love.
but you don't even see it. Like you don't even, you know what I'm saying? You don't see it. You don't hear it. Like yeah, because that's your environment.
I'm country, but I guess somebody from Houston won't think country. I mean, because it's a big city,
Right. Man.
but it's country, boy.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What riding horses and drinking cough syrup? If that ain't country, what else is?
Yeah.
Cause that sound like some backwoods stuff. Oh, we can't afford no drugs, so we just gonna drink the cough syrup.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, reach up in there, reach up in
Just make up some stuff.
grab that damn out of that closet back there. I got a cough syrup for you, man.
Speaking of this, I was about to ask you this before we start. Bootleggers, because you was talking about. I said that grocery store you said sound like a bootlegger. What
Oh yeah,
grocery store you said?
Vons.
Vons. That sound like just a dude, like because you talking about getting liquor.
Yeah.
Have you ever bought liquor from a bootlegger?
Nah. Like moonshine?
Moonshine or real liquor?
Yeah. Real liquor, yeah. They still got it in the H. You can go to somebody's house right now and get whatever you want in the hood.
I accidentally found the spot on a Sunday. You know, Houston don't sell liquor on Sundays.
Right.
I had just landed from hobby. Back was on fire, bro.
Mm.
Because I like sometimes my lower back be
Mm-hmm.
killing me. I looked up uh I looked up massage parlors on my phone. I just went to the closest one and said it was open. Quickly realized there's nowhere I need to be. I'm looking because it's like on a strip. So
mm-hmm.
I'm like looking and I'm like, where's the so I'm like walking back and forth because I can't tell which door is the massage
Mm-hmm.
place. So I'm like, is it this one? Is it that one? Because it didn't have like a big sign up on it. And then uh, some dude's car was parked right there. He was like, "You looking for something?" I said, "Yeah, I'm looking for a massage place." He's like, "That's all you looking for?" And I was like, "Oh," I'm thinking he wanted to sell some dope or something, or
Yeah.
some weed or something. I'm like, "Nah, I'm good, bro. I just need a massage." He's like, "You sure?" I was like, "Man, let me get up out of here." But there was a liquor store right there and it's closed. So his car was parked in front of the liquor store. He's unlocking the door
mm.
and taking people in the liquor store, buying the liquor, and you come out and wait.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess people know they walk up there, they park or whatever they do. I guess I look like a customer.
Right. Say you sure? You gonna be like, well, since you put it that way, maybe not.
I bought some. I bought something from him.
Yeah.
I got robbed.
Well, it was
You know
expensive.
how? Nah, I really got robbed.
Oh, well.
Not like stick them up, give 100 band, 100 band, 100 band, 100 band, 100 band, 100 bands. Everybody has a six-figure goal, but they're thinking too small. They're only thinking of 100 bands, not realizing that six figures goes all the way up to 900K. And I was able to do that in my business with just one digital product. But it's not about how much came in. It's about how much that I lost out on because of information that I did not have. And I do not want you to go through the same thing on your entrepreneurial journey. So I'm hosting a completely free masterclass this upcoming Thursday, teaching how you can create and scale digital products and digital assets. But not only that, I'm giving you the entire framework and system to take your own intellectual property, your own IP, get it in the right system to scale. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money. So go ahead, click the link, and join me this upcoming Thursday for the masterclass. See you soon. You used to watch Everybody Hate Chris?
Nah, not really.
Well, there's like this dude in the neighborhood that would always rob Chris,
Mm-hmm.
but he never robbed him. It ain't like he assaulted him and robbed him or stuck him up. He'd just be like, "Let me hold $10." Chris be like, "Man, give it to him."
Yeah.
So this situation, I didn't feel safe. So like probably on that third one, and I seen what he wanted, I was like, "Yeah, I'll get some."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm like, basically like rob me
Yeah.
without robbing. And then the bottle that I got was an absurd price, and it was cash only.
Did you have to go to ATM?
Nah,
Or
I
you
had
had some
some on.
cash on? Man, boy, you was blessed.
Which the only reason I had cash on me because I never carry cash. Only time I have cash is if I'm going out the country, or sometimes I see my pops and he'll be like, "Man, just hold this cat, Danny. I don't need. Just take it. Danny, I don't want your money. Oh, just take it. Just put it in your pocket. You never know. You might need it."
Mm-hmm.
Just came off the plane. I just left my pops.
Mm. Man, I'm glad you. Man, I meant to
Had
ask you
some
for
money in
some
my
cash.
pocket. Whatever little bottle I got, it was more, and it was like cash on. Because it's Sunday, he don't want to open the cash.
Right.
He don't want the transactions and stuff to be going through.
Right.
Like, this dude just robbed me. But no, man, a special for people that don't know, the day that we are recording this is the first day of Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hit the I don't remember which buttons to clap. And I don't got my headphones on to check, so we just gonna thug it out. Let's hope this is a clap. Nope, that's not it. That's the funky music. My fault. Let's hope this one's a clap. Oh, can I get it to stop? Oh, that's the horn jazz.
Man.
That ain't it. That ain't it. Hold up.
Funny, dog.
Applause. Yeah, there we go. Applause. Yeah. Black History Month.
Yeah, we bike. We
Look.
bike, baby. Black history.
Black History Month. And Black history happened today.
Uh-oh.
Beyonce announced the Renaissance tour on February 1st. On the first day of Black History Month, Beyonce said it's tickets out. I don't think that's coincidence.
Of course not. It was a great picture, too. Speaking of horses, she was on a horse.
Probably from Lexington.
Probably, most likely.
But I just want to talk about the rollout. Because I love Beyonce.
Uh-oh.
Nah, for real. Like, just think of her rollout. What did she do?
I don't know.
She made a post on her Instagram. Posted it, and it said "World Tour" is the caption. That was it. The world is in a frenzy. That's what most people do, and think that everybody's supposed to be in a frenzy. You are not Beyonce.
The Beyonce effect.
You are not Beyonce. I say the Beyonce effect all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You as an entrepreneur, you as a business owner, you are not Beyonce. You cannot just post a picture on Instagram and say, here it is, and have everybody go buy it.
Mm-hmm.
She can do that.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't always been able to do that. She had to build a brand up to a point to where it's, here, let's drop an IG post on these hoes.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know that's what she say. Because she from Houston. Everybody in Houston call everything a hoe. Bro, I was sitting at the, when you was in town a few days ago, or last week, a few days, whenever it was, you was just
Yeah, I
here.
mean, yeah, I'll just yeah.
Bro, you know, when I left you Saturday and I went to eat ramen, I went to my
Mm-hmm.
ramen spot. I'm sitting at the bar eating my ramen.
Bro, them mushrooms are fire, by the way. Bruh. All right. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I got a whole
And that
5
was
minutes of
reheated.
bruh.
And that was reheated. So imagine them fresh.
Whew. All right.
I get them every time. Shout out to the trumpet mushrooms. I don't know what, and it's just like pepper on them, and like it ain't even seasoned
If
up
if
crazy.
it I feel like they grilled it, like, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
whatever the coal is, you know what I'm saying? The flavor from that or something.
Yeah, and that be on their happy hour. When I go happy hour, I get like two of 'em, three of 'em.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I'm sitting at the bar. Dude comes sit next to me. He see I'm done eating. He asked for the menu. He said, "Man, if I borrow that hoe?" I said, "Go ahead, bro."
Hey, it's even better that we got off track because I completely forgot why you was telling that story.
That's what I'm like. You know, Beyonce was like, just drop an IG pic on them hoe.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause Houston, everybody call everything a hoe.
Mhm.
Like I said, buddy at the restaurant he called the menu a hoe.
Oh man.
But nah, most people they think they got the Beyonce effect. They just post something on their social media once.
Mhm.
And then they be like, yo, here, get it. Why ain't nobody buying it? For one, nobody saw it
Right, that part.
because any social media platform is not going to show it to all of your followers.
Mhm.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense financially for them to do that.
Right.
Everybody be like, "Oh, my reach ain't going out, man. Instagram don't show my stuff to my followers because they wouldn't make no money if they did.
Right.
If you got 100,000 followers and Instagram shows your post to 100,000 people every single time, scale that up. If you got if somebody was to have 8 million followers and Instagram showed it every single time that they posted anything to 8 million people, how much a Super Bowl commercial cost?
8 figures.
How much does a sh-
Cuz that's what I was thinking about when you were
how much does
just
a
talking
Super
right
Bowl
now.
commercial how much does a Super Bowl commercial cost?
Here's an answer from Bankrate.com. The cost of a Super Bowl commercial runs about $5 million for 30 seconds of airtime, and production costs will probably add another few million.
So
Mhm.
5 million for 30 seconds of airtime and production costs will probably cost a few more million. So just for airtime, 5 million for 30-second spot.
Mhm.
So if Instagram was to show anything you posted to all of your following, why would you need to pay some other company for advertising? They would just go pay the creator $5 million for a 30-second reel.
Mhm.
That's why Instagram can't show your post to everybody. It's a dumb business decision on their end.
Yep, cannibalize themselves.
Because that's the only way that they make money is through advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Why would somebody like myself need to pay for ads if they show my stuff to 100% of my audience?
Right.
I could just let 100,000+ people know at my whim, yo, this is what's happening. 100,000 people gonna be like, oh, okay, okay.
And you know what's crazy? Even if you have a post that go viral, they still not showing it to your followers.
Nah, they showing it to everybody else. You get a post that go viral, they don't show it to your
Oh,
followers.
man, that's hilarious, bro.
Your followers see it because somebody else reposted it.
Mm-hmm. Then they be like,
My stuff that
dang.
go viral, my followers be showing me other like famous people that reposted my stuff. Bro, this you on their page? Yeah, I posted it like 4 hours ago.
Hey, you sure did, huh? I ain't see it. I ain't see
I ain't see it, man. It's
it.
on
Yeah,
it's
it's
on
a
Idris
whole
Elba's
game.
page.
I remember, I was like, Meek just posted your stuff. He's like, yeah, he did. Yeah.
And I wouldn't have known it. I wouldn't have known unless people was DMing me because he reposted it in his story.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't like he tagged me and nothing. How IG is now, it used to not even let you see when people just added it to their story. Now
Mm.
it gives you the little
Yeah.
circle of mentions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, it ain't like they hit the at
Right.
AstenCeo.
And then what's crazy
But
too, like I just thought about this. I was like, duh, it is. Even the stories engagement is down because that's part of the advertising as well. You can run ads in the stories. So of course,
yeah,
because remember stories used to be popping.
hmm
Stories used to be popping. You'll be like, oh man, like my main feed ain't really getting it, but I posted in my stories and yeah, it's doing a lot. But now it's the same because there's advertising space there.
bro. Imagine if if every story I did got 100,000+
You'll
views.
never post in your main.
No, I would, because the man would be getting, if everything you posted, everybody saw it. Facebook Meta would not get $1 out of me.
Of course
There's
not.
no point.
Right.
You can advertise and let anybody know at any time that you got something going, you got an event going, you got a product available, you got a service available. I shoot an ad, I just post it on my posts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, shut up, man. I don't want y'all reach to get expanded. Just pay like everybody else.
Yeah, just don't buy that bottle. Cause everybody gonna be like, I ain't got it. Just don't buy that bottle this week. Don't go out this
Here's the
week.
secret. Here's the secret, y'all. Here's the secret to gaining a large following on social media. Pay for it. Everybody that you know that has a large following on social media, for the most part, I'll say about 97% of them,
Mm-hmm.
they paid for it,
Mm-hmm.
including myself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I say pay for it, I'm not saying buying followers.
Right. Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah, let them know. Let's be clear.
Yeah, I'm not saying buying followers. I have not bought one single follower, but I do pay for awareness
Mm-hmm.
because I know that they're not going to show the stuff that I want people to see to everybody. Therefore, I got to pay for them to show that to more people.
Mm-hmm.
More people see it, more people come in and follow.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to do is you want to have some business behind yourself. You want to have a product available, preferably a digital product, because there's little to no startup costs with that.
Mm-hmm.
To whereas you can monetize that new awareness that you're getting so it can pay for the cost of your advertising plus some profit.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like, man, I want to grow organically. You're not going to. Stop. You're not going to.
Yeah.
Hate to bust your bubble.
Yup.
Or you're not going to get to the rates that you want to. You're not going to get to the levels that you want to get to.
Yep. It's gonna be the same like thing. Just like you got two people sitting next to each other, and both of them made $1 million. One of them it took 40 years. The other it took 40 days.
Yeah. And social media think it wasn't that long ago that Instagram wasn't a thing.
Right.
It might be some next thing. So you don't even got that long to put that 40 years into it. It could be
Exactly.
something else. People got scared by TikTok, even though that's probably gonna be out of here soon.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's gonna be
But
something else.
still, yeah. And even with TikTok, yeah, I got what I got on there, maybe 14K or something. I got that organically, quickly, but I know at some point you gotta start paying for that.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, they trying to get that joint up out of there. They've been trying for a while though, so we'll see.
Yeah, but it's getting more like realistic
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
which I'm like, whatever. I know the next one that come. I ain't gonna be late on that one.
Man, what was the golly, and it's been so long I can't even think of the name. It was like this another social media platform where like you gotta post like in real time or something and you can't change.
I wouldn't be on that one.
It's like, man, it's something, bro.
I don't post nothing real time.
And people were trying to act like it was about to be like I've talked to people who were acting like, oh yeah, it's the new thing. Like it's the next big thing. Like, nah, I can't even think of the name.
That one ain't for me, champ. Y'all see if y'all seen any posts of mine, I'm not there. Y'all see a posted, y'all see a plate picture, I'm home.
Right.
Y'all see something with a landmark, I'm cross town.
Yeah, man. Gotta move quietly and safely.
Y'all see something in Dubai, I'm in Florida.
Hmm.
Y'all see something in Florida, I'm in Seattle.
I remember I had posted an Italy pic. My mother-in-law was like, "Jazz, mm." we,
Yeah, I think because she lives a different life than you live,
hmm yeah,
and she come from a different area too.
yeah. She was like, yeah, that just lets everybody know we're not home, and then like, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Because she's in the public light. Would she be considered? Would she be considered a celebrity?
definitely.
Which tier? B,
A,
B or C?
I would give her A.
Nah, she's not A list.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I would say high. I would say B.
Who's in A? That's always how you
The
judge.
Rock, Kevin Hart. It's tiers, bro.
Yeah, those are like A+. Cause like what are we basing?
Leonardo DiCaprio, Rihanna, Jay-Z, Beyonce. All those level A.
Yeah, but are we basing it on like
On celebrity, look up the definition. Who knows you?
I know, but we gotta respect the
We don't. We gotta respect what the word means.
I know, but I'm saying we live in a time, we live in a different era. So I'm just thinking of like what all goes into that. Are we talking about followers?
And her era, and a lot of people that know her are dead, or gonna be dead in the next 25 years. Only a certain demographic of people that are into a certain performance art even know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
You're skewed because you're there and you see her all the time. I guarantee you nobody from my neighborhood know who she is. Hey yo, most people they have a 6-figure goal, but they're thinking too small. They're only thinking of 100 bands. You're thinking too small. We need to be thinking big. 6 figures goes up to 900K. And I was able to do that in my business with just one digital product. But it's not about how much bread came in. It's about how much that I lost out on because of information that I did not have. And I do not want the same thing to happen to you along your entrepreneurial journey. So I'm hosting a completely free masterclass this upcoming Thursday, teaching how you can take your already existing skills and information that you already have, your own intellectual property, your IP, create digital products and digital assets with them. Not only that, but I'm giving you the entire framework, strategies, and system. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money so you don't have to go through the same pitfalls that I had to go through along the way. So go ahead, click the link and register for the masterclass, and I will see you this upcoming Thursday. Not being disrespectful,
Of
and then
course.
I'm
I
just
know.
saying that, like the difference between an A-list and a B. Like, think of these names I'm saying: Beyonce, Rihanna, The Rock, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kevin Hart, uh, Snoop Dogg. Who I'm just trying to think of just people in different industries. LeBron James, Tom Brady. These are A-list celebrities.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's why I said B or C. I think he's heard that, like, bro, talk about the family, bro, dissing the
Nah, no,
family.
not
What
at
you
all.
mean?
Not at all. I just know who knows her and how it
Yeah,
is when
they're of a certain age demographic, or they're into the arts.
right.
That's not a
But
A-list celebrity.
but I don't know though,
That
B.
people that are into a certain thing knows who you are, or that's a certain age that remembers shows from back then.
But this is the reason why it becomes murky waters for me is because she's on one of the biggest shows on television. So people know.
That could be a thing. So is Jocelyn. So is Blueface and that Snaggletooth chick.
No, they're not. That's not one of the biggest shows on TV.
I'm just saying, like,
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying when you have I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna walk you through where my brain was going. I started thinking about like household names. That's what took me to the show reference.
that can't be a household name if I guarantee you nobody where I'm from knows who she is.
No, that's not true
That's
because
not household.
that
That household means every household, Jazz.
nah, bro,
Stop making these, well, then
bro,
at least use different
bro.
words.
Bro. Come on now. We know that just because somebody gets the term household name, that they're not known in every.
They get the term household name because they are known in most households.
Yeah, but you started to throw the word every around. You just did that. That's why I was about to use whatchamacallit, all them soccer players. I didn't know any of them, bro, till like a few years ago. Biggest stars in
But
the
you know
world.
the but you know that, but who do you know, Jazz? You're about to prove my
But
point.
Messi is an A-list celebrity. I didn't know Messi until like 3 years ago.
But you know him.
I know him.
Don't put the but until however many years ago. You know him. That's a household name. He's known in most houses.
Yeah, like you're proving my point right now at this point.
She's not known in most houses. How can she be known in most houses when I'm telling you, I know a whole I know a whole city that don't know who she is,
No, that's not true.
except for people over a certain age.
I could
If I go to every hood in my city, nobody under the age of probably 30, 35 maybe, and I'm pushing it, probably knows who she is. And they will only know because, and this ain't even the era that they grew up off of, but they would only know from watching reruns of a specific show. I know it's because I've name dropped before, and they be like, "Who's that?"
And that's fine, but that could also play into they're just part of the percentage that doesn't know. Like, so
Which
that's
means a household, which means they're not a household name
no, bro.
because there's certain people that you hear, there's certain names that you hear, and you don't know who they. I don't know who they are, but I've heard of the name.
That's not necessarily true, bro.
Messi could walk past me. I wouldn't know what he looked like. I know who he is.
When did you know who Messi is?
I'm not like you. I don't remember it. It was just 3 years ago. I've known who Lionel Messi is for quite some time though, and
But
it's been longer than 3 years.
but it doesn't matter. He came into your radar when he came into your radar. So there's no point of reference to say that just because you didn't know somebody at the time or just because a
She has
population
not came on these people's radar ever if they don't know her. How can that be a household name?
because it's not everybody's household. That's the point that we are both proving at the same time.
But I'm saying a majority is household.
But you just gave me a group
Her
of
name,
people.
and her name against everybody else's name. You already agreed with me 10 minutes ago.
Now
I don't even know why I'm still doing this because you already said once I started the name, you can, bro. There's no way that you can put that echelon of those names that I named with her.
we started talking about household names. That's what the conversation led to.
It's just
And the definition of it.
it's just like a superstar in the NBA. I had this conversation with one of my good friends. He had a 8 or 9 year, I want to say 8 year career in the NBA.
Mhm.
That's well above average in the NBA, successful career.
Mhm.
He broke down superstar way differently than I did. I was like, I get it. I used to just think a superstar was somebody. I used to only think there were a handful of superstars. My belief is I still think this.
Mhm.
Like everybody, they call all these people superstars, just like you would call certain people A-listers. When I'm saying this, I'm like, no, it's a different stratosphere when I say A-list. So it may be a difference in definition
Mhm.
of what A-list is. So when I say A-list, I'm saying it's a whole different. That's why I said The Rock, Beyonce,
And that's why I
Kevin
said A
Hart. Like it's
plus.
a different stratosphere. So it's yes, but I think that should be classified differently. Just like a superstar, somebody will say that LeBron James superstar, and then my favorite player is Devin Booker, Devin
Mhm.
Booker and Kyrie. Then D Book will be doing this thing that'd be like, has D Book became a superstar
Yeah.
yet?
Or they'll say Ja
And
Morant.
he just cracked the thing. It's Ja. I'd be like,
Mhm.
no, no, it's levels. Stop throwing this word around like that. I always thought there was no more than 4 to 5 superstars in the league, maybe less than that at one time.
And what he said, 25.
No, he was classifying it different. So if I said superstars in the league, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Giannis,
Mhm.
Joel Embiid, boom. Say if I said that today,
Mhm.
he would say, nah, you gotta factor in uh John Morant. I'm like, nah, he's not there yet.
Mhm.
He's star. Nah, nah, but you gotta take into this marketability. He talking about all kinds of things that don't got nothing to do with basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, I'm just talking about hoop. He's like, nah, you gonna talk about superstar, you gotta talk about everything.
Mm-hmm.
So he's naming these people that I would not put in the because I used to say you put somebody on a team, that team is a contender just by them being on the team, superstar.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, you gotta think about marketability, how much revenue they drive, this, that, whatever. I'm like
Mm-hmm.
that's a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
He put it like that. We sitting talking about this before they play the Rockets. I'm like, well, you do got a good perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because during this era, I might have would have said James Harden, LeBron, KD, Steph, and probably one more.
Mm-hmm.
I think who this is around 2017. Who else would have been the other one?
Giannis.
Yeah, yeah. But
Oh,
whatever, it was
Russ.
still just
Russ.
yeah. But it's still like a handful.
Mm-hmm.
And there were other people who'd be like, nah, bro, you got to think about this and marketability and this and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And, seats, put seats in the, put seats in the, put seats in the stands. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's levels.
Kyrie.
And with it being levels, y'all, don't think you know Beyonce. Because we can't just be out here as entrepreneurs and have our stuff and have stuff that we want to present to people and think that a post on Instagram is going to do it.
Right. Disrespectful for real.
You do that post on Instagram with everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm about to launch some stuff the day after tomorrow, Friday. I'm posting every single day talking about what's coming on Friday. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going live every single day talking about what's coming on Friday. I'm in my stories talking about what's coming on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just on Friday say, hey, here it is.
Right.
I got to build the anticipation
Mm-hmm.
through the app. I'm emailing people on what's coming on Friday. I'm gonna text people on what's coming on Friday. I can't just make the post Friday. Yeah, here one post.
Right. 1% gonna see it. And
And Beyonce's 1% is different
yeah.
because she don't care. It don't matter if her 1% sees it. She's built such a huge brand for herself that everybody else is gonna start posting it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be on the Shade Room. It's gonna be on Hollywood Unlocked. It's gonna be on World Star.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, it's probably on National Geographic. It's a horse on it.
uh,
News outlets is gonna pick it up. Radio's gonna pick it up.
mm-hmm. Yeah, because
People ain't doing that with your posts. You can't even your homie don't even repost it.
yeah, because it
But at
definitely
the
made
same
me.
time, you can't knock your friends and your homies and your brothers and your sisters and your aunts and your uncles for not reposting your stuff. Shouldn't be building no brand or no business or no product or no service or nothing off of their back. You can't. Beyonce ain't make that post hoping that that salon shares it. If she does, good job. But it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
If you or any one of my friends or relatives post something, repost one of my any piece of content of mine, any ad y'all see, any advertisement, or just anything giving game, whatever, appreciate it.
Right,
But it don't do nothing.
right,
Like it's not gonna tip the scale as far as people be like, man, don't nobody support me, dog. Don't even repost my stuff.
right. As if that's gonna be that post that take it to the next level.
Yeah, that's where that Meek and Drake stuff first started.
Mm-hmm.
Drake ain't post his album.
Yeah.
You that shouldn't matter.
Yeah, that shouldn't even be a part of, yeah.
Like I get it, but at the same time, like if he does repost it, it's like
Right.
that's dope. But if he don't,
Yeah,
who do that? Who's featured on an album and don't post the album that they featured on? Well, I guess Drake do it.
bro. Right. Yeah, because he don't need to do that. It's not an accomplishment.
And it ain't in the and isn't in the contract.
Yeah. Because I was just thinking that too. I was about to say the way I be looking at stuff now, if we didn't have a conversation about it, I can't get mad about you not doing or doing something that, you know what I'm saying, that I may not agree with or expect it of. Like, we ain't talk about it.
People be trying to pull that on me. I'll be like, nah. Like, for example, yo, I need a videographer.
Mm-hmm.
I need a videographer to do some work. All right. All right, what's your rate? I pay the rate. I post it. Dang, you couldn't tag me? No, I paid you.
Right, right.
Why? You want me to pay you and tag you?
Yeah, bro.
That's not in the agreement. Photographer. Ask me to take pictures. I say yeah. Sure, if you want to just take some pictures,
Mm-hmm.
you do whatever. I post the picture you gave to me. You repost it. I mean, you didn't tag me.
Right.
And
Yeah,
you took them so you could tag me.
exactly. You took them for your portfolio.
I know what you took them for. I didn't. I never heard you ask me for no pictures till you saw it looked like I was doing something, and the phone was starting to build on this app. Now you want to take some pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Hey yo, everybody has a six-figure goal, but they're only thinking of 100 racks, not realizing that six figures goes all the way up to 900K. And I was able to do that with just one digital product in my business. But it's not about how much came in, it's about how much that I missed out on because of information that I did not have. And I don't want you to go through the same thing in your entrepreneurial journey. So I'm hosting a completely free masterclass this upcoming Thursday, teaching how you can take your own IP, your own intellectual property, knowledge and information that you already have, create digital products and digital assets with it. Not only that, but I'm going to teach you the entire framework and system. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money so you don't have to go through the same pitfalls that I had to go through along the way. So go ahead, click the link, and join the masterclass. It is completely free, but spots are limited, so take advantage now. I'll see you on Thursday. But you didn't tag me, so you want me to expose you to people for free?
Right.
And we don't even rock like that.
Yeah.
Now, if I know you and we got that related, I'm gonna show love.
Yeah.
But I'm not showing no love if I sit here and I pay you for some stuff and you want me to tag you too.
And then people
Nah,
also.
well, if you want me to tag you and you want me to promote you, you want me to use my resources to promote you, do it for free then, if that's what it's for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you in it for the quote unquote exposure, and for if anybody's listening who's into photography, videography, production, whatever, please realize that tag will not make or break you.
You're not gonna get no business no ways.
Yeah. So.
Or if you do, it's gonna be a whole bunch of tire kickers
Mm-hmm.
that'll be like, hey, can you do this for me? And then you're gonna give them a rate. They're gonna be like, dang, oh man,
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So y'all please keep that in mind. Stop stop
Thank
thinking.
y'all been having people tag y'all in pictures for at least 5-6 years now. You ain't got no business from it. Like, what is the big deal?
Right. It's a fallacy. It's an ancient myth that needs to be debunked right now for the people.
You know
Y'all,
where that started from?
what?
And I still see it sometimes too. And I be like, I hated it when it started. I don't hate it as much now. I
Oh,
guess because
I
I
know.
got used to it, but it irks me. It's like it's corny. I'll be like, oh, you a corny person.
I know what you're talking about.
Photo cred.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Man, these girls I got in mind right now, this one girl posted a picture, the other girl, like, they be in the comments like, no photo cred. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
you want the attention that much that you're hoping you get a follower off of them having, this woman has an amazing looking picture of themselves. You want them to put your name in the caption because you took the photo.
Narcissism, man. At
Man,
its
I
finest.
really don't like this girl I got in mind too.
Is
And I don't,
narcissism.
and I don't dislike people. There's only like two that come to mind when I think of people I dislike.
And I know. So now I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm seeing all these pictures. Where's my photo cred? Where's my photo cred? I'm like, you
Narcissism.
succubus. And another thing too, chefs. If y'all come, if somebody come pay you to cook, don't ask them to tag you. If I pay you to come cook, do not ask me to tag you. I'm tagging the food.
Yeah.
I don't pay 500, I don't pay $500, $600. No, I'm not tagging you. We just did business. It was a transaction. When I go to Target and get my Kettle Brand chips and Martinelli's apple juice, I don't tag Target. I go buy my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Target ain't like, bro, you ain't where the at, dog.
Yeah.
No, Target, I just gave you $12.37.
Yeah, bro. I think people need to just get back to just, I don't even know if we ever were there. People just need to start being just grateful for stuff. If it happens, appreciate it. If it don't, then it's cool. Stop expecting.
Be grateful that you got the money for what it is that you want to do for money.
Right. Exactly. That part. Yeah.
And y'all stop having certain prices. And then when I hit you up, the price automatically go up.
Inflation. Yeah.
Cause that gets around too. That's spread like wildfire. Like you got certain prices, you hear stuff, then they be like, oh, that's AstenCeo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it's this. Oh, never mind. Then you go get somebody else to call. They get the quote for the real price, and then you just get it backdoor like without them.
Mm-hmm.
Like certain people see certain names attached to stuff and see it as an opportunity to make more money instead of just doing what they claim that they do for that person. So then they can just continue to
Right.
get that repeat business from that person. I be seeing how a lot of people move, and I'd be like, yo, you just messed up a lot. You just messed up like some money that was gonna keep on coming in for you
Mm-hmm.
off of trying to pull a fast one. Cause you think I'm somebody or something.
Right. Like Pat Bell was talking about how the barbers be charging the NBA players.
I seen that clip.
Yeah. uh,
But the way I would be thinking, I'm like, all right, just because you got money don't mean that I'm entitled to it.
exactly.
So if this is my price, I'm gonna give you this for the price. Who knows? Maybe you might want to be generous and tip me something crazy one day.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm doing this, I formed a relationship. You might start letting me post your cut. You might start letting me post that on my page to get more clientele.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could actually legitimize the price raise because, like, hey, bro, I know you want, and it's already going to be higher because it's a house call and stuff, right?
Yeah, for
So we
sure.
already know that.
For sure.
So they'll say, "Oh, you want me to come out the shop and buy the gas and all that?" Like all that didn't cost $250
Man,
and your gas to drive 10 miles and
yeah.
but then you could really warn it because of the relationship you form with this person. They start to be like, "Yeah, bro, go ahead." Because most people, you got some stuff like, "Yeah, go ahead, bro, snap it up,
Mm-hmm.
post it, cool." You start to get more clientele off of that. Oh, this dude to do all the NBA people stuff. That's a dude to do all the rappers stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then they want to hit you up, be like, "Hey, bro, I can do it, but it's gonna have to be this much because I got all this going on over here."
Mm-hmm.
And then it makes sense.
Yeah.
1,000. Well, what? You charge everybody else 100.
Yeah.
I be hitting people up for stuff, man. Yo, what they charge? What's the race going like? Oh man, it's $500. I bet. Yo, man, what man you doing? Man, I love your content, man. I be seeing stuff, man. Yeah. Yeah, but I heard you do blah blah blah. Yeah, what's the rate? Oh man, it's for you. Probably about like, and you can hear it like the
Mm-hmm.
like 1,200. Like what? I was like, oh, it's a little money. Oh man, I know you doing. That's how they do it too, man. You know, it ain't nothing to you, man. You know, hey,
That's
man.
that's the worst thing you could say to somebody.
I'll be like, all right, dog, but it might be something that I need. So I just get the have somebody else call. What they told you, 500? All right, do it. And I'll deal with them again.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, you ain't got no integrity, dog.
Yeah, it's shady, bro. That's
But a
shady.
lot of people do that. That's why I get why, like, for one, like celebrities and stuff, they just can't be out everywhere amongst people like that. Like they can't just go and do everything like a normal person can do.
Mm-hmm.
Might be like security issues.
Mm-hmm.
Not even for no like people with ill intent, but people that love you could accidentally hurt you or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I was talking to a couple cats, and they was like, yeah, they was just talking about on a bigger scale how they had that type of stuff happen to them all the time. So if they need stuff for any reason, anything, it's like if it's The Rock, it's never coming in from The Rock.
Right, right.
Every price is super inflated.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be the assistant or the
Mm-hmm.
homie or this girl or
Mm-hmm.
something going to get all the prices.
That's shady, dog.
Yeah, man. Batman can get it for $10. Bruce Wayne gonna have to pay 100. But trust me, but people talk and some of y'all out there that provide certain services that certain people need. Y'all getting some bad names out here,
Mm.
and it's gonna go and it's gonna end bad for you.
Hmm.
It's a small world,
Mm-hmm.
and the internet make it smaller, so
Mm-hmm.
you won't keep a good name.
Yeah. Above all else. like Scarface. He said, hey man, you calling me a liar, Frank? Like, he ain't play about nobody just call him a liar, dog. He gonna risk it all if you say he lying, bro.
One last thing, we gonna wrap it up, man. Just because you mentioned Scarface, I just gotta get this off my mind. Scarface ain't that good of a movie. Black people, we gotta stop. Remember, I watched it as a kid. I was like, all right, man,
Yeah, it's top 3 for me.
you gotta stop, man.
It's top 3.
I'm not saying it's bad. That's not what I'm saying.
But it ain't that.
It's not that.
At this point, it for me it's just habitual for me to say. I
I
got
can see why.
I got 10 movies that are better than Scarface, but I'm always say Scarface is my favorite movie.
No, I can see why. And you know, obviously, I caught it late because it's not my area. So I can see why people of the time thought that.
Mm,
Plus, you know, us, our culture, for whatever the reasons, we glorify that type of stuff.
mm,
So we glorify that type of stuff too. And one of the reasons why we glorify it is because a lot of the neighborhoods that we come from, the only rags the richest stories you see are those type of stories.
mm,
So it connects with you. And we like the underdog aspect of it, man. He came from the kitchen.
yeah.
So I get it. But for the people that saw it later, like me, I saw it in high school.
You're just like, eh.
Nah, I loved it.
Mm.
Had the video game in there. Remember when the video game came out?
I do remember that.
Had the video game.
I was underwhelmed, but I do remember that. Yeah.
It had a rage meter. When the rage meter came up, you could just take all the bullets, like when he snorted up all that coke.
Yeah. We're the best.
But me, I always been so high school. Think my mentality now about going to get some money and hoop. That's all I did. Hoop, go get money. Hoop,
Mhm.
money. That was it. My girlfriend at the time, she was like, I used to watch Scarface all the time. I would get inspired by it. That's why I'm like, I get why. Like I would be getting inspired by it. Like, you know, I gotta get some money. She ain't like when I watched it. Cause all I would talk about is getting some money.
Mhm.
And every time all you talk about is getting money. It's just cause I ain't got enough. I'm glad I left her, man. She was holding me back. Could have had a big stash. She up here talking about, well, let's just go get some ice cream and instead of you go and get some money.
Yeah, we watched that joint the other day.
Stop talking about getting money and let's kiss for 4 hours.
You just cost me $4 million. $4 million kiss.
100 band, 100 band, 100 band, 100 band, 100 band, 100 bands. Everybody has a 6-figure goal, but they're thinking too small. They're only thinking of 100 bands, not realizing that 6 figures goes all the way up to 900K. And I was able to do that in my business with just one digital product. But it's not about how much came in. It's about how much that I lost out on because of information that I did not have. And I do not want you to go through the same thing on your entrepreneurial journey. So I'm hosting a completely free masterclass this upcoming Thursday, teaching how you can create and scale digital products and digital assets. But not only that, I'm giving you the entire framework and system to take your own intellectual property, your own IP, get it in the right system to scale. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money. So go ahead, click the link, and join me this upcoming Thursday for the masterclass. See you soon. Nah, but like I know last episode we was talking about bosses and stuff. I'm like, man, we like all the movies where these dudes ain't the bosses, man. I'm like everybody respect Tony Montana. Don't nobody talk about Sosa.
Right.
People got Tony Montana tatted on him. Tony was a worker.
Yeah. So we gotta go get Frank Lucas tatted. Nobody owns me though.
Nah, somebody on the real Frank. If we really talking, the supplier could have cut Frank off if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Like who the boss is, man?
But the supplier ain't the boss.
Why they not? That dude in Vietnam wasn't the boss.
It's just distribution. It's just distribution.
That wasn't his.
It was his, but it's Frank's operation. Frank's buying it from just like for example, right?
But Frank don't got an operation if he don't sell it to him. He still got an operation if he don't sell to Frank.
Or he find another supplier. Like
Not like that.
if Fenty's supplier goes down, you think Fenty's done, or they gonna find another supplier?
But Frank couldn't have found another supplier to become who he was. Frank Lucas became who he was because he had something that nobody else could get.
For sure.
He got direct from the source.
They're
That's
going,
what I'm saying. He would be like everybody. He'd be like everybody else.
yeah, for sure. But I guarantee though, he would have a higher chance of getting back to that status because he touched it before and he knows what he needs.
But that was like that's a once in a. That's not like some opportunities you don't get again. I don't think Frank wouldn't have been able to get a war going on in the country at the time and happen to have somebody there in the country where this stuff is coming from and then fly out there and meet like
Nah, yeah, but that's done. I'm talking about if the supplier either cut him off or stopped or whatever the case may be, he would have figured it out. Just like the way
you find a new connect. Yeah, you find a new connect.
yeah, that's why I
But
said
the new connect, I'm saying, but the new connect, it's always new pieces to the puzzle. So it's like another it's like another person that you got to deal with, and it's another level of your stuff getting stepped on each person that you get it
oh yeah,
from.
for sure.
So he wouldn't have been able to. He supplied New York because he had the stuff.
Yeah, but it's still that don't make old buddy his boss. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's all
I
I'm
know what
saying.
you're saying.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
But Tony,
oh yeah, Tony was definitely not the
Tony was a
boss.
at all, and I'm like, well, why is Tony Montana so iconic? He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't the kingpin.
Nice.
Sosa was.
Yeah, for sure.
All these other movies and people that we herald as in our culture because we love that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They are the kingpins.
Yeah.
Tony wasn't. This fictional character wasn't. He was a worker.
And he never was. Like he was always a worker.
Yeah, and we like Scarface to the point where people would get the Scarface tats and you got Scarface all like we love Scarface.
Yeah.
I'd be like, why don't nobody love Sosa?
We ain't see enough of Sosa.
Except for Chief Keef. Chief Keef was like the first person I remember talking about Sosa.
Sammy Sosa.
That's why I be like, man, them movies, man. I'd be like, that's why I'm a Godfather guy.
I still haven't seen The Godfather.
And that's the difference between us.
I've seen Carlito's Way though. That's hard.
Nah, man. When you see The Godfather, you will see like how can I put it? How can I put it, bro? I'm trying to put it in something that you've experienced so you can like understand what I'm saying.
Mm.
You watch Power, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was that other show with Taraji and come on, man.
Empire.
Did you watch Empire?
Not really.
But you've seen
I'm
it.
familiar, yeah.
I watched like 5-10 minutes of it. I was like, oh no.
It's tough, man. It's a tough watch.
Godfather's Power. And Scarface is Empire.
Man. That's deep. Pause.
You know what I'm saying? Like how I view people that like Scarface over Godfather. You know how like Game of Thrones fans look down on people. They think people that don't watch Game of Thrones like don't have a certain level of intellect or something. That's how I'm like, bro, y'all like Scarface, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta watch it. I think I've been intimidated by the series.
It ain't long, but I'm like Michael Corleone and Tony Montana.
Night and
Like,
day.
it's not even a it's not even a competition, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a. You know how people can say Jordan, LeBron, or me and you at Kobe, Jordan, or some. Even if you disagree, you can have your debates on why. I'm like, come on, man. This like this like uh this like LeBron and Corey Brewer. No disrespect to
Sheesh.
Corey Brewer.
Dang. Okay.
Corey Brewer is a very, very good player.
Yeah.
One of my favorite college players of all time.
Bro, they smacked us in Florida.
That's why I'm saying no disrespect to Corey Brewer if he was to ever see this. But I'm just saying like the differences. Like it's like why are we even putting these two together, bro?
Bro, they beat us by a 60 piece.
You want to talk about a boss? Michael.
I'm gonna watch it. I probably I had maybe not. Might watch it in London.
You have to set aside some time, bro, because I'm still to this day never seen 3.
I heard 3 was
Just
eh.
that's why I've never. That's
Yeah.
why I never. Because I hold it in such high regard. I don't want to.
See, bro, but that goes back to what I be saying.
But I
It's
still
hard to
gotta
end
know.
shit.
I still gotta know how. So at one point I'm going. I just ain't never because the movies are so long. If I was in a movie theater and watched it, I'd knock it out like that. But it's hard for me to watch movies at the house. I hate watching movies at home.
Yeah, too many distractions.
Yeah, I watch a show, but a movie, and especially that 3 hour something, 4 hour movie. But bro, whenever you do, just let me know. Y'all go watch The Godfather, learn about. And there's so many. I'm gonna have some episodes breaking down. Once you do, like, cause there's so many business lessons in like so many about just observing business partners. How his pops let him know about which one to look out for at the dinner, and you don't know what I'm talking about, but
Yeah.
it's a lot, man, and it just shows the rise of the ranks of this. Cause Mike, I ain't gonna tell you the whole thing, but Michael was a sophomore. Never would have thought he'd be the head of the family. Last candidate ever. He's a good kid. He's a sophomore. Never been in a fight. Career man. End up running the mafia.
Compelling story. No, I'm gonna definitely watch it.
And he ain't the oldest neither. And he running his older brothers. That thought they was gonna be the yeah, that might be my weekend.
Godfather. With a
Yeah,
with a pen and pad. Cause
I might binge it out.
you know you're gonna catch something different.
That's why I said it's been a long time since I watched it. But y'all don't do no crime. But if you got picked, you won't be Michael. You don't want to be no damn Tony Montana, man. Just angry.
Yeah.
And Mike, he did some cold stuff too. He did some cold things in the movie too, but it's so calculated. Tony was just running around just whacking everybody. Michael, bro, there's this one scene. Oh man, I want to tell you so bad, bro. But that's this one scene. Ah, I can't tell you,
Just
man.
keep it, man. We'll talk about it in a year or two. You know the pace I'm on. Cause this Grand Theft Auto gonna drop soon. And that's all I'm doing, bro. I ain't watching.
I'm gonna just tell you, bro. It was so organized. I feel like that's where. Dang, if I tell you this, it might give it away. Because you've seen what I'm gonna tell you. What I was gonna say. That I think that's where they got the idea of it from. There's a certain Breaking Bad episode where some very strategic, planned out stuff happened in different places at the same time.
I gotta check out Godfather, man.
But man, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Just don't watch. If y'all haven't seen Scarface, don't start now.